Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be going over the unique item known as the Greatstaff of the Crone. I wasn't going to make this because I only just found it today, but then I found a second one and I'm like, the gods are telling me that I must. So, yes, I'm doing it. The Greatstaff of the Crone is a unique staff that can drop in both World Tier 3 and World Tier 4. And it is a pretty amazing staff, and a lot of people want it, and I wasted all my luck on pre-season drops. This particular one is 801, and this one is 793, and as you can see, I have two different ones, so I can show off two of them for you. Now, the Greatstaff of the Crone has some pretty interesting effects. First off, it does have crowd control damage on it as a passive bonus of 35%, which recently got nerfed into oblivion. We have 35% damage to close, which does vary from 33 to 47%. And of course, this goes even higher if you upgrade it. We also have 24% damage to crowd control, which varies from 10 to 24, so a pretty good roll there. 26% damage to non-physical damage, which is pretty nice at 35% for the cap there, 21 to 35. And then we also have 4 to 6 ranks of Claw, which is pretty nice. So that is the one that I'm using right now, Claw. And then we also have the special effect, which is Claw is now a Storm skill, and also cast Storm Strike. So when you put this on, it's actually really cool because your Claw essentially just starts casting the electrical attack whenever you start beating monsters. It gives you the effect of both your Storm Strike ability, which gives you the damage reduction, as well as the vulnerability, in combination with the Claw ability, which is pretty nice. So when you actually attack things, you get the damage buff, as you can see here, the reduced damage taken from the Storm Claw at the same time. And it makes a lot of interesting options available to your character for builds. Because you can use a Werewolf and a Storm skill at the same time, you open up options that allow you to do things like gain the Bad Omen effect, which is when you hit a vulnerable enemy, you have a chance to just randomly spew lightning out. You can also utilize things like the Nature's Fury, which gives you the ability to cast other skills when you are casting your Storm skills. So you get basically a free cast of an Earth skill while you're casting the same skill from the same category, which means that technically, when you're using Claw, because it's casting Storm Strike, it could potentially also cast Earth Spike, which is kind of silly, right? And it's a very interesting component of a larger puzzle, though, because you can add in other items like Tempest Roar, Vasily's Prayer, and Mad Wolf's Glee, Insatiable Fury, and you can do even more crazy things. On top of that, you can also have items that enable certain skills like Werebear skills to be Earth skills, Werewolf skills to be Storm skills, and so forth and so on. And utilizing everything together in combination, there have been some absolutely insane builds like Tornado Wolves and all sorts of just absolutely silly things. To be honest with you, the Greatstaff of the Crone is one of the more powerful uniques within the game, and for good reason. The effect on the Storm Strike does vary from 150 to, 120 to 150%. But quite honestly, the main thing is just the fact that it makes the Storm Claw a Storm skill and also cast Storm Strike at the same time. It's really the main bonus there. We also have a special flavor text on this one, which is, she has existed in Skazgland since before Fiakala Gyer walked the land. Her purpose is a mystery to us all. However, approach her with deference. She may grant you her counsel. Irida of Donan. I have two of them now, though, and because this is a weapon and this is important, you do need to actually find one with a high item power. The higher the item power, the better, obviously. So if you can't find one with a high item power, you probably don't want to use it. Even if you do find it and it's like 720 or something like that, it's gonna bring down your DPS overall as a result. So, when you're looking for this, you're not just looking for a Greatstaff of the Crone. You're looking for a Greatstaff of the Crone that actually has a higher, damage output. Something in the 800 plus range. Thankfully, I did find an 801, and I also have a 793 here, and I guess I can compare the difference between the two and see which one's better. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, even when we're just talking about the Greatstaff of the Crone. I know this was a quick one, but, yeah. Season starts today, and I want to play. As always, thanks for watching, and keep watching.